my 5 through 1 for the goalkeeper position: Tyler Miller at 5, Matt Turner at 4, Coronel at 3, Joe Willis at 2, Andre Blake at 1. I think Andre Blake probably deserved goalkeeper of the year last year. He had a lot of really good, he won off the Golden Glove with 12 clean sheets, 0.92 goals against per 90 minutes, one of the best ratios in the league. Actually, the best, if I remember correctly, with 73 saves. Coronel and Willis both have 13 clean sheets for the Golden Glove, 0.97 goals against average, over 80 saves. Matt Turner was good, but he had some really bad stats that hurt him on my list. 1.25 goals against per 90, 5 clean sheets for the goalkeeper of the year. Yikes. And then Tyler Miller, 1.13 goals against per 90, 98 saves, and 11 clean sheets. My honorable mentions: Maxime Crepeau and Jonathan Bond. I love me a bit of Jonathan Bond.
All right, so we're starting off with bad lists, is what I'm hearing.
Jesus, here we go.
Go ahead. I'll say for my lists, I'll just say this now. I pretty much didn't include players that I don't expect to play this season in MLS. So Matt Turner, for example, I don't have on my list because he's going to Arsenal, and I think like Tati Castellanos, I think he's gone, so I didn't include him either. My list would change if I were to include these guys, and if they end up not leaving, then obviously my list would be rearranged. But I'm just going to say this now: Matt Turner at 4. I know statistically speaking, he wasn't like the top guy last year, but this dude is really good. Like, he won the Supporter Shield, record number of points. He's constantly in and around the men's national team picture, and you have him 4th. You're insane.
For the guy who uses the most obscure stats to put random goalkeepers at the top of whatever list we're making, you're now just going to say stats don't matter. Stop it. I'm not doing this. You don't get to flip-flop whenever it doesn't match your opinion, Connor. Stop it. You either go with stats or you don't.
If I am going with stats, Turner was 3rd. He was 3rd in the stat that I use.
Oh my God. Okay, so you want to move him up 1?
He should be number 2.
Oh my God. Go on. Who else is in your list?
My list. Again, I didn't include Turner because I don't.
So you're yelling about a guy that's not even on your list. Stop it.
Because he's going to be starting goalkeeper for Arsenal. I don't know what do you want me to do?
You're throwing a fit over something that doesn't matter.
All right, my top 5: Tyler Miller 5, Joe Willis 4, Maxime Crepeau 3rd, Carlos Cornell 2, and Andre Blake 1st.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. Joe Willis, I have a note next to his name: the single most underrated goalkeeper in MLS, bar none. He had a Golden Glove, 96 saves, which is equal to your boy Matt Turner, and 0.97 goals against average, tied for 4th lowest in the league. All with a Nashville team that went 2nd in the league last year.
No, I don't think so. Were they?
Yeah, because Red Bull at 7 played them in the first round.
Yeah. Okay.
Did they? Or did we play Philly? No, we played Philly.
No, you played Philly. Philly was 2nd. Philly. Nashville was 3rd.
Regardless, they were up in the top of the East for however many months, and you're going to drop him to 4. Now, I appreciate you putting Carlos Cornell over him because he's a GOAT, but Crepeau over, and I know you're high on Crepeau, but
I agree with you that Willis is underrated, but I do think some of his stats definitely are a benefit of a very structured, good defensive team in front of him. Having a very solid back line with the MLS Defender of the Year. You have an MLS veteran in midfield and Dax McCarty, who's a very good defensive player, even getting up there in age. Whereas Crepeau, for example, was playing with Florian Jungwirth in front of him and was getting them into the playoffs. I think.
Sure.
Not to go back to it again.
Goals. He didn't need to worry about it.
Not to go back to it again, but my favorite stat, Maxime Crepeau, was the top player in the league in that stat. And he had good numbers outside of that.
Now we're going back to stats that don't matter.
Okay, but outside of that one too, he had the 4th highest save percentage. I know his clean sheets were low, but I think that's again in part of the fact that Vancouver's defense was not nearly as good as Nashville's defense or Rebels defense. So I think Kerpo and Cornell are ahead of Willis. I still think Willis is a top goalkeeper, and hence why he's on my list. But I just think that those two are slightly better.
Okay.